Hello world. So from Bam we go to Zahedan. I've had a little bit of an issue with my radiator. It wasn't airtight and the water basically seeped out. I think I have it fixed. I hope so. We'll soon find out if we get to Zahedan, sorry. I'll check the water level. But I had to stay an extra night in Bam just to get it repaired. That said, it was a nice experience. I saw some sights of Bam. I visited a school that teaches English and I interacted with the teachers and the students, and it was wonderful. It really was. But it's time to move on. I have an infamous guy called Hamid who is usually at Zahedan border and assists travelers over the border. So I have to see him, and that's the plan. So folks, I thought I'd share some of my experience thus far. So I'm heading from Bam to Zahedan, which I've already told you. My leg on my right hand side, which is where the sun is actually, it's baking. It's a rotisserie, doesn't need buttering. It's truly cooking all the way through. The heat now is phenomenal. I don't know what it is, but I think it's going to be close to 46 plus. 46 plus for sure. I can't put my visor up because the air is so hot that as soon as I put my visor up, my face cooks, so the visor has to stay down. Even though you want to cool yourself, you can't. So in a short while I'm going to try to find a pit stop where I can get some water and maybe douse myself in water so I stay cooler for at least 10-15 minutes of riding. That's about it really. I just wanted to share that with you. It is, as I often say, a desolate landscape. What a beautiful tunnel. And another cut into the rock and you can actually see it. Dark tunnel, here we come. Woo! And then there was light. Soon I will be leaving Iran. By tomorrow I will be in Pakistan. And to be honest, I'm going to miss this place. The roads and the journey is hard and taxing with lots of toil and trouble on the way. But the people, oh the people, they are really kind. They are hospitable, they are friendly, they are nice. And to be honest, I think lots of people around the world have a misconception. One has to separate government from its populace, from the public. Like for example, if we look at the government of America or even Britain, we cannot compare the population, or we cannot measure the population by its governance, whatever you want to call it. You know, there is a big divide in finance, big divide in political thought, big divide in social balance, social scales. But that's another story, and at this juncture I'm going to concentrate on the road.
So folks, this is a plant that allows you to grow pistachios. never seen a pistachio plant. I've seen an almond plant. I saw many of those on the way. But this is a pistachio plant. That's the motorbike. I'm here. I'm waiting for Hamid. Hamid Super Duper Mr. Taftan, who gets us across. Sun is dropping. I'm okay with the bike. I have to check when it gets cooler to see if there's any water loss. If there is, then that means there's still an air leak somewhere. But for now, it's all great. And then tomorrow, Pakistan. And another change of language, another change of culture. And let's see what the border has to offer in terms of toil and trouble. Look at that view. I don't mean of the antenna. I mean just the background. The poor kid injured his hand, but he wanted to sit on the motorbike. I'm going to make sure all of them sit. Now there's two of them. I'm going to try to get a third one. She's a bit shy. Hello folks, I'm now waiting to get some sleep and then tomorrow hopefully hit Taftan and into Pakistan. But I just want to point out this gentleman here. His name is Allah Baksh, which means God forgive me. Really good name. He has hosted us here out of the goodness of his heart. And that's Hamid, King of Taftan, Badshah of Taftan. And that is Shahzada of Taftan, because that's his younger brother. And this is again one of our hosts and another traveller like me, Just. But he's a real man. I use a motorcycle, he cycles. He's a lot tougher than me. So I just wanted to show this. Again, as I've said in all my videos, the hospitality, the mehman nawazi of Iranians is just, it's mind-blowing. And these guys are not just Iranians, they're Balochi Iranians. They go one step further. Not only have they offered us food and free accommodation, but also they've offered free fuel for us to go over the border. You just can't find this kind of humanity in the world so easily. So folks, it's 5:26, 2nd of June. I slept there. This is a place that Hamid and Allah Baksh provide for travellers. I'll show you outside because it's it's a beautiful sunrise. 1 second. Oh, sorry. You can see the glow of the sun. It still hasn't risen, but it will rise above that mountain. There's a young biker called Joost from Holland. And when I say biker, I don't mean motorcyclist, I mean bicycle rider. And wow, he's heading towards Bali in Indonesia if he gets passage, but he's quite happy to wait until he does get passage. And that's about it. I'll meet the guys at 7:30 at a petrol station that way, and they will provide, the chap who provided this accommodation, Allah Baksh, will offer free fuel for the journey onwards. They're just really nice people, you know. I'm finding it just such a powerful an act that some of the people here are performing. Really, really powerful and heart. It touches the heart and soul for sure. Guys, I want to just let you know that this petrol station, known as Shah Baksh, near Zahedan, like 5-10 kilometers away, in fact probably less than 5, is free fuel to all foreign tourists. And it's really important to get fuel here at Zahedan, because from here people don't offer their cards. So whereas interior Iran it's much easier to get fuel, here it's a little bit difficult because of the petrol smuggling, the gasoline smuggling that goes on over the border. But here, the chap that I spent last night with, Allah Baksh, this is his cousin or brother, Shah Baksh, and they offer free fuel to all foreigners, tourists, cars, motorcycles, whatever you have that needs fuel. Like I said, the hospitality of Iranians is second to none. Just wanted to add that Hamid, who is the guy that gets you over the border, he's organized everything. So he organizes accommodation, he organizes this free fuel. In fact, often he organizes accommodation that has no cost to you. And if you stay with him, he sends you to a little village not far from the city, but it's fantastic. It's calm, it's cool, beautiful, cool winds in the hottest of weather, and the hospitality and the benefit of having him as a host, because he'll stay with you for a short while. We're just crossing the Iranian border. This is my friend from Germany, and this very young couple are from Austria. And that young boy there, he's German, but he's eager German. He's not conservative German. He just wants to go to Pakistan and get his ass whipped. But we'll find out how that works out. So Hamid, thank you. This is the man at the Taftan border on the Iranian side. This guy will make your life easy. If you don't take his advice, if you don't follow him, if you don't find him, life will still go on, but it'll be a little hellish. Who needs hellish with this hot weather? Do you need any more pain? No. So if you want the cure, this is the man, Hamid. Hamid, can you? Yes. Smile, Hamid. There are women watching, and I know you're not married, so smile. You could see your future wife here.
That is good.
So I finally crossed the border, and I was so emotionally affected by the fact that there were people waiting for me on the other side. They knew about my journey, trying to raise awareness and funds for orphans, and they met me at the border. So it's time to say goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tough day, but I'm now in Pakistan. I feel light.